What's up, everybody? Yeah, Glenn. I sometimes will turn nouns into adjectives. So yeah, curmudgeon is not a word. That's just like a random thing I say. Curmudgeonly, of course, would be what the adverb for it. I guess that is a word. But yeah, that's just me being weird. I'm far more prone to weirdness than curmudgeonly behavior, I suppose. Um, oh, I just realized I need to turn the everything on to do not disturb, so I don't have random things happening while broadcasting. There we go. Stop it. Phone is being a pain in the butt today. Yeah, well, hey, you taught me something because I don't think I knew that there was an adverb form for curmudgeon. So, um, but yeah, I just I don't know what it is with me doing stuff like that with words stuff, but I like to do that where I'll be like curmudgeon or um I don't know. Can't think of any other ones right now, but I'm sure I'll use some more. Like I also like I say anywho most of the time instead of like anyway or anyhow, both of which are words, but I say anywho, and I know it's not a real word. It's just something that I've been saying since I was a kid. Uh, I'm weird that way. Um, Okay, so everything is looking good on my end so far. I discovered a weird quirk with the microphone, which is kind of funny. So like I've been using the NVIDIA broadcast app for to kind of clean up the mic, but I was noticing that it keeps like making the volume kind of low. So I was like messing around with the settings, and I realized that like the eliminate background noise wasn't what's actually eliminating the background noise. It was eliminate room echo was getting rid of background noise. And so if I had if I had the background noise on by itself, like eliminate that one by itself, it was just the mic was going crazy. But if I put the echo on by itself, everything was quiet unless I said something. But it was still too quiet. So then I tried like their like make your mic sound like a professional mic setting, and that made suddenly increase the gain and everything so that like it was hitting the right peaks in the in OBS, but then all of a sudden it was picking up all of the background noise again. So work in progress, I guess, over at Nvidia with that particular product. But anyway, so yeah, let's get ready to get into some Wheel of Time. I got my ceremonial dragon vestments on. I got my ring, got my tea, because Usquai doesn't work on me, so this is my drug of choice, my caffeine and sugar, the narcotic to which I am addicted, I suppose. So yeah, let's get loosey goosey and get into this, huh? Get ready to do an intro. All right. Oh, and check out the pinned comment. We will not be using Teleparty for the time being because it's been having some issues, and I don't feel like messing around with it and trying to figure out how to get it resynced when it keeps screwing everything up. So we're gonna be just doing timer and video for until they fix that. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get an intro going. Greetings, tasty morsels. It's Reverse BLT here. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the way I am dressed, it is time for more Wheel of Time, Season 3, Episode 6, The Shadow in the Night. So, judging by all of the thumbnails I've seen and the fact that, it's just a logical place in the story for it, we're going to be going to Tanchico. Well, back to Tanchico, I should say, because we already went there a couple times this season briefly. But I believe this entire episode is going to be in Tanchico. So I'm thinking some stuff we're going to see is mostly our little gang that was sent by Siuan and the taggers on that decided to come with them in the Matt and Min. Huh, that's kind of funny. You almost got a little Min Max joke going there with Min and Matt being with them. But anyway, those two tagged along. with Elaine and Nynaeve, who were sent there by the Amerlin, to try and hunt the Black Aja, which of course we know are in the city. And also Moghedian is kind of keeping an eye on them as well. So I'm expecting a little bit of a confrontation to develop at some point. I don't know whether it's going to be in this episode, but uh, definitely should set the stage for it at the very least. There's some things I'm kind of hoping we get to see. Like I hope we get the Panarch's collection, and I hope we get I hope we get to see some illuminators. They've been kind of teasing that. When we got there, we saw some fireworks in the background. So hoping we get to see them. And I hope we get I hope we get like Moghedian more of like what she's up to, because she's very intriguing so far. They actually have managed to make her a really interesting character, um, and like strangest boner a bowl cut has ever given me. But yeah, but seriously though, this has been a really fun season so far. They've been doing a really good job. I think the show has really hit its stride, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they remix certain elements, because this is where I'm expecting a bunch of things to really kind of reveal the shape of the remixes for stuff, especially with Matt's character. And you guys can probably guess some of the things I'm thinking about. But yeah, let's see what happens in Tanchico, shall we? For those of you who are new, uh, this is a watch along, which means you will need to provide your own copy. Okay, so go ahead and log into Prime or whatever. To stay synced with me, there will be a video preview and a timer. Timer starts with a 30-second countdown. When it hits 0, you hit play. Don't skip the intro. Don't skip the recap, things like that. It should stay on timing. If an ad shows up during the stream, like from YouTube, I'm pretty sure that does not stop what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So like when the ad is over, it should just continue as if it never happened, so to speak. So like, don't stop your playback if an ad pops up, because then you will probably have to resync. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't think it goes back. You know what I mean? If it does, let me know, and see if I can figure something out about that. But yeah, other than that, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm starting to count down right now. And yeah, feel free to chat amongst yourselves and everything. I may not notice everything you're doing in chat, but I will try to kind of look over there every now and then just to be sure that I don't miss everything. But yeah, obviously I'll be mostly paying attention to the show. What's up there, Matt Murdoch? Is that the Matt I know in real life? I know someone in real life with a name very similar to that, but I can't really see your face very well in the thumbnail. Every show has a completely different audio mix, so like Wheel of Time, I have to crank the volume, and then when I'm watching The Expanse, I have to lower it or it blows out my eardrums. Ah, okay, I thought it was. What's up there, Matt? It's always fun when someone shows up in the chat that I know in real life. You enjoying the show? That's good. Yeah, this is the type of show that would definitely be up your alley. Your high school senior picture from 14 years ago. It's really tiny. Like for me, it's literally like this big in my screen, so I can't even see you. I see that you're wearing like it looks like a suit or something though. Oh, is this baby Leandrin? She's like freaking 12 years old and just had her first kid. Wonder if this is where she first learned she can channel. Woo! It's a hell of a way to learn that you have power right there. See ya, Matt. Don't work too hard, bud. Oof. Oh, honey, he's dead. He's dead. Wow. Seriously, once again, the single greatest thing the show has done is given us way more meat to the bad guys in the series. And kudos to the people who managed to predict that this was Leandrin when they showed this still. Um, I never would have would have seen that one. Like how you guys managed to come up with that one is beyond me. But a great irony, right? Because like I did think that this statue was representing the idea of the dragon being collared, or at the very least a male channeler being collared. So it's kind of ironic that she's sheltering in its shadow. Ishi found her young. That was interesting. What was that supposed to be? That's pretty cool of Faris to come back for that cameo, basically. So is this her dreaming of being Amerlin? Yeah, I don't know what the camera trick was that they just did. I don't know what it was meant to represent. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Leandra. All right. The game's afoot. I'm actually kind of curious as to whether or not that was really land fear. Funny. Some subtle, well, I don't know if subtle's quite the right word, but I like the work the costume department did in showing their personalities through the clothing that they're choosing. Like Elaine is much more willing to show skin and everything, and Nynaeve is very covered up. Matt is Matt manages to be both very covered and extremely flamboyant at the same time. Let's see who's joined in. What's up there, Finns and Arosa? And yeah, Elaine's looking pretty fit right now, gotta say. I I just know I'm gonna be doing some Nightmare on Elm Street parting gags with the Teleronrio stuff. I wonder what that surprise is. So, and it creates condensation. I grew them myself. She's fucking adorable. I literally have asked that question before. This kid, I like this kid. Oh. You have made a sacred oath. I love how like how there's just the salt in her look because he touched her spear. Like she's just like, I don't care if you are Karakard, Randalthor. I admit it, you like him. Now she kind of requires healing right now too, though. So I don't know if she's going to be much help at the moment. The village doesn't have a wisdom anymore, I don't think. Or well, if Nynaeve's vision is to be believed, it did have somebody, but who was it that was like trying to be wisdom while Nynaeve was gone? Oh, yeah, Glenn. The extra management is always a problem with shows. You'll always have at least one extra in the background who's not who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and all for the scene. Hey, whistle boy, haven't seen you in a while. Is she doing like a little accent? What are you looking at, Matt? What'd you just notice? I hear someone singing, so I'm thinking it's a who that he just saw. Well, he didn't see him; he just heard him. Now that there is a Gleeman's cloak. The grave is no bar to your call, is it? Hey, that's a fine hat you're wearing there. Yeah, but you gonna tell the story of how you got away from that fade, though? I'm surprised Tom doesn't know, considering how much Matt bragged about it. It's pretty much Nynaeve's like epithet or whatever. You know, she needs to loosen up. Right? That's like totally how it works. It's like you'll see the most mundane shit that means nothing. And when you really need to see something, you don't see it. At some point, I'll tell you guys the story of when I saw the Powerball lotteries winning numbers in order, including the Powerball, literally right before it happened. So I couldn't do anything with it. I guess I could pretty much just told you the story, didn't I? So was that really what you saw on men, or did you just BS that guy to make some money or get him out of here? Oh. Hmm. Ignorance is bliss, eh? Hmm. Like that, hanging a little bit of a lampshade on people who might be wondering how Robin is so good at uh at compulsion and stuff. Moggy, what are you doing? Oh, like I'm gonna fuck with everything just because I can. Yeah, just want them gone. Willpower. It's gonna be a little harder with land fear though. Inky. Problem is she's been hurt in real life and she carries that with her. Takes a bit to reclaim your sense of your own power. Just casually walking around carrying one of the most powerful sangreal in existence. I mean, a little. Sometimes. Thank you. It's right there in the whole flame in the void thing. You have to find the balance. It would be kind of our kind of a like a way of sort of like hint doing just a little touch of the whole thing that would happen when you in the books when he was travel around and weird shit would happen everywhere he went. He was sort of demonstrating how he just affects the pattern just by being there. Find the balance and you shall be more powerful than any Aes Sedai. Why is that, little falcon? You might do it. Still wonder if they're gonna reveal that Layla was a dark friend. That was like wolf brother instincts made him kill her. Now keys. This is the will of the dragon. Don't turn your eyes away. You look at what you did. You guys are monsters. How can you serve the light by being monsters, huh? Ha! Ha 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 ha! Mm. Yeah. Taviran. Yep. You're getting involved whether you want to or not, buddy. Yeah. It's like that's a hard one. Taviran power. Activate. Damn, girl. Methinks there's a double entendre in this song. Man, that's my friend. Hey, Drunk Nynaeve has made an appearance. Hey, how about you don't say her name out loud? Nynaeve, calm down. Yes. Could be a trap. Uh, I love the old trope in TV shows of a character like revealing their face just so that the audience knows that they're, bad or untrustworthy or whatever, and knows that, who they are. Bye bye. Big ambitions she's got. Oh, Wonder if maybe they'll go with some more of that sort of subconscious healing. It's never made sense to me that they can't heal themselves. I guess Alana can maybe guide her to do a proper weave, or at least close enough. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Hmm. I like that it's a call back to when she was trying to teach Nynaeve how to channel, though. That's kind of neat. Since she was wisdom and would have been the one to heal her under normal circumstances, but couldn't channel. I like that. Now I would assume that it's an imperfect healing since these girls don't know what they're doing. But I do like how it also ties into what she was saying about how there's something special about the two rivers. Heron, this is what we call in the business a keeper. Too late. Does he have the picture? Does he have one of Matt's pictures in there? I love how annoyed she is. Okay. All's fair in love and war. You guys know how happy I am right now because they keys. Who's that? Is that a gray man? Oh no. Oh, he's getting that sexual healing right now. The the Motown weaves were being woven tonight. Illuminators! Encore! Make some money today. Hmm. Guys, this is not a conversation for right here. Well, damn, son. I mean, I wish it were that easy to sell a knockoff bracelet to somebody. Looks like another one of those unnatural myths. Mm-hmm. Ah, oh, well, that was excessive, Moggy. I like the little like tink 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 thing that the soundtrack does for her. It's very much like a spider. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Compulsion. Does she have like an Irish accent? Moggy's so weird. Would have beaten it out of her. Wait, for real? The ancient Aes Sedai were worse than I thought. Or does she mean after that, during the time of the War of Power and stuff? This is such a good scene. It's so interesting. I love how they're all like, that's so funny. This actress does such a good job of being like predatory at the same time as being like fun, you know? She's very strong. Remember, you noticed that yourself. Oh, this is cool. Oh man, the actress who plays Nynaeve is doing some really good work here right now. It's like the conflict as she's trying to resist, and you can see her like the surfacing emotion of disgust and anger. Her name is Zoe Robbins, right? Oh, and even the actress who's playing Moghedian, she's doing a really good job of showing that she's like kind of afraid. Doesn't your cheek hurt? 90. How did you not feel that? Seriously. Mm, struggling with that weight, huh, bud? We need to talk. Understatement of the millennium right there. Tell him that she's the one that's been hurting you. Egwene, tell him she's the one hurting you. At least put that out there. You need to learn to be I don't know, less of what you're being right now, Rand. There we go. At least you said it. It was land fear all along. Ran. Hey, ease back on the power right now, Ran. Oh, that was someone else? Oh, Samael. Okay. Ah, there we go. Way to make an entrance, Avi. Hmm. Think you might need a little help from Luz right now. That is how it's done. And I will assume that that was a Luz Theron moment right there, because I think that's a little beyond Rand's current ability. Well, she was. Can you heal her? She might still be there. I mean, for crying out loud, reach into the pattern and pull her back. It's doable. I knew they I knew they were gonna kill this little girl. But yep, you have the power. Yeah. It's really hard for me to put into words what I'm feeling right now, but probably the thing I hate the most in life is injustice. And like, what's it for? You know, you have all that power and you can't save a little girl because that's not what you're for. You know, it's not about what you want. You don't get to have what you want. You don't get to do what you want. You're there to make sure that the fucking pattern doesn't fall apart. That's it. You're just a tool. The most powerful tool is still just a tool, you know? You're 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 a goddamn hammer, you know? And the hammer doesn't get to choose what nail it strikes. So, yeah. So, obviously, another well done episode. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here like this. But, I'm going to talk about other things besides that moment because, again, it's hard to really explain why that hurts me as much as it does. But the stuff in Tanchico was really interesting. We got more of Leandrin's background, which is more of what I think the show has done better than any other element that it's done, which is filling out the motivations of these characters who, the antagonists, and explaining why they are the way they are, what happened to make them willing to go so far as to join the side of of the being that wants to uncreate reality. um, and I liked how they brought Tom back into the story. Uh, it really folded in some stuff that had happened in earlier books, which is what I expected them to do. Like you know, when we skipped all the stuff that happened in what was it, Canelan, I think. Um, I figured they were probably going to find a way to fold it back in. I still expected some of it to happen on the road, but this worked really well. Tanchico was actually a really good place for it, um, to kind of bring back in the whole idea of, like, the performances and Tom, like, hinting at how much Tom knows. Actually, they had him just straight up say it though, because he pretty much had to mention the fact that he was part of the court at some point. Uh, I wonder how. I actually kind of expected us to get more of that. To sort of explain why he recognized Elaine and everything. But I thought they did a pretty good job. The only thing, honestly, the only thing that felt just a little bit like ham-fisted was just how well easily they got the bracelet. It's just like random dude that Matt talks to just happens to be able to find it. But I guess that's a way, and especially if they kind of bring it back around later and lean on it a little harder, of demonstrating Matt's incredible luck, because he does just meet this random dude in this tavern, mentions what he's looking for, and the random dude manages to find it in some random place. You know what I mean? So yeah, we could chalk that up to Matt's insane luck. Uh, yeah, Taviran, there's that too, Orosa. And yeah, we say Ultras and I. How do we somehow get this absolutely tragic moment and the boob song in one episode? Those are our mountains of Tanchico, right? We had the high and the low. We you can't have mountains without valleys, right? So yeah, um, everybody acted the hell out of this episode. I have to say, like, the acting MVPs have to be for me uh Nynaeve, Moghedian, and Rand for this episode. They brought so much emotion, um, and a lot of it was there was just a lot of like subtlety. Everyone was good, obviously. That's the thing. It's like I can't say anyone was bad at all, because there was a lot of really good subtle acting going on, and the big moments really were very big. But for me, the standout acting scene was definitely the compulsion scene between Nynaeve and Elaine and Moghedian. That was just so much going on in faces there, especially between Nynaeve and Moghedian's actresses. Um, so now we have 2 episodes left, and so I always consider the last 2 episodes of a modern series to essentially be one big finale, because that's usually kind of how they work them, um, where the penultimate episode really does go straight into pretty much the events of the last episode. We got the setup of what's going to happen in the Two Rivers. Obviously, the Trollocs are invading, and yeah, they even just said right there at the end, GoldenEye is going to have to fight whether he wants to or not. The next episode, I'm pretty sure, is called GoldenEye, so Battle of the Two Rivers time. And the last episode is called He Who Comes with the Dawn. So I'm guessing, what is the name of the place? Al Dal, I think, is the place where the clan chiefs meet and everything. Um, so yeah, we got a big battle coming up. We got Rand has to go and declare himself. We had a little reminder in this episode of the Shido, and at least it seemed to be Shido who were there attacking with Samael. Um, it's pretty clear that that's one of the Forsaken. So now they know that they have an entire clan that appears to be allied um, with the Forsaken. Ultra Sedai, do not watch episode previews. I don't watch episode previews, and I don't watch when streaming services do the whole like coming up this season thing that they like to do after the first episode or two or whatever. I don't watch any of those, because I try to avoid spoilers. Unfortunately, though, since I do look up the episode titles to organize my folders and everything, I I can kind of piece together certain things that are probably happening, but yeah, um, so yeah, I'm not, and also obviously because I've read up to book 5, so yeah, I can piece certain things together. I'm still trying to be vague enough to hopefully not spoil the non-readers though. Um, but I think that even they will be able to look at the titles and with what we saw happen in this episode and the previous episodes and figure out in broad strokes that we're heading towards a battle in the Two Rivers, and that we know that Rand has to go somewhere and declare himself. So I mean, it's pretty much those things are everybody should be able to pretty much predict. Um, the only sorry, I keep going back to that scene, and I understand it. You know, it's like it's important for the hero to understand that there are. It's like something my mom has been telling me my whole life, that there are some things you cannot fix. That you have to accept that in life there will always be certain things that you can't make better, and it's still something I struggle with. But like for me personally, like I've always viewed death as like one of the biggest injustices there is, because we're sentient, you know. I mean, we're self-aware, so it's not just something ending, you know. It's not like switching off a computer that can't think, you know. It's ending everything that you are, you know. um and that just to me is it's an injustice so great as to basically count as evil, in my opinion. And if something set up the universe deliberately that way, I can't understand how it could ever think to be called good, you know. It's just but yeah, um what cannot be changed must be endured. Yeah, I guess so, Arosa. I guess I just get tired of having to endure things. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. But yeah, very good episode though. Um, Despite making me hurt at the end there like that. I want to live forever like blinded fool. Yeah, that's something my mom and I disagree on. She doesn't, but I definitely do. Like the idea of like going out, like just winking out of existence, bothers the hell out of me. And yes, it is a great song, great song, great movie. I don't know how I feel about the fact they're remaking that, but again, I'm going off topic. Um, yeah. So now we just got to get ready for the finale, and it's a shame, kind of, that you know, like I like the fact that they're released weekly instead of all at once, the way Netflix likes to do stuff. But it kind of would be cool to have the finale, since like I said, two last two episodes do tend to kind of lump together as one big finale. It would be kind of cool if they released the last two episodes together so that we could just binge it. But you know, it's all right. And I might be wrong. They might have a really good solid separation between these two last episodes, so that which would be preferable, to be honest. That way we would have Perrin and everything going on in the Two Rivers have its own really self-contained moment, separate from Rand and everything that's going to happen there. Um, and yeah, this is a good time, I guess, to sort of reiterate that my little my little prediction, my Babe Ruth pointing to the bleachers moment from what, like I think almost, actually maybe all the way back into season one. I forget when I actually said this, but I'm expecting the door to holy crap, maybe both doors, now that I think about it, in the finale. If you know, you know. But yeah, we'll talk about it when it happens, right? Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode, and you know, the highs and the lows, and did you immediately recognize the double entendre in the hills of Tanchico, or did it take people like groping themselves for you to get it? Did you also know way back when they first introduced that adorable little girl that they were going to kill her for maximum emotional damage? And did it still hurt anyway? And if it did hurt you tell me why it hurt you. Like, did it hurt you for similar reasons to me or different reasons? And what did you think of Moggy and the girls meeting? Um, yeah, let's just talk about all of it. But as always, remember to use your spoiler warnings in space if you're going to talk about stuff from past this point, um, so that we keep everybody nice and pure and you know away from the dark, which is full of spoilers. But yeah, as always, do your best, stay safe, and be well. I'm gonna go have a cry and a lie down, and I will see you for the next one. Bye bye. Oh man, that was a lot. That was really a lot. Um, Wait, guys. Yeah, I know. Usually I would hang out for a little while to shoot the shit with you guys, but yeah, I really do need to recover from that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say bye bye. Um, Sorry for not really interacting with chat much today. Um, Again, that's usually what I do after all of this, but I really can't right now. So I'm gonna say good night. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and yeah, I'll see you for the next one.